So, actually, I'd like to go back to that first summer. Just if you could talk about some of all the challenges of just trying to bring this program together, getting it started.
Well, I can only really address the academic concerns, the day-to-day academic concerns, because remember, I was an English teacher.
Right.
You know, and Steve Braverman, who was the assistant director of development, was at that time the director. And the assistant director, a fellow named Jack Pallas, who was an interesting fellow. And we never talked much about funding and that kind of thing. But just, this was new. And really, you'd have to say controversial. And we had our doubters, you know, because, you know, these guys were low income. They were from Chester High School, which at the time was really beginning to get a bad reputation, much of it unwarranted, But anyway, and we were interviewed with all the papers at the time. We had the Inquirer as well as the Philadelphia Bulletin. And I guess the Chester Times by this time had become the County Times, but I can't remember. So we had our share of doubters. But you know, one of the things about a single gender anything, there's a certain esprit de corps that's just there. And with all the fellas coming from Chester, they all knew each other.
Oh, okay.
And that had its strengths, not a tiny bit of weaknesses, but it had its strengths. And don't forget, coming from Chester myself, I knew, in fact, I'd probably gone to school with their big brothers or uncles. So none of the names was new.
Right.
None was new. And so, you know, they knew I was from Chester, and so, you know, it was just a fascinating summer. During the mornings, because, you know, typically at universities, if people are taking summer school, you know, they're 8 to about noontime. Some constraints because, you know, who are these guys and what are they doing here, you know? But in the afternoon, the campus was ours.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's nobody here but us, you know, and that was good. I have never, ever stopped teaching.
Okay.
Never, ever stopped teaching because the way I felt then and the way I feel now, that probably since I was the director during the academic year, none of the students would have much of an opportunity to be in class with me. And so I had to have some feel for them and for their learning style. And so every summer I've taught, you know, and I've taught all of them, which means sometimes, like right now, I teach 3 sections of literature, you know, and you can imagine that's a full day for me. That's a full day, but I need to have a feel for them. Yeah. Now, coming with the federal funds, and I guess in this room I can say this, we had to admit girls. You know.
Was that, did you not want to?
It's change. It's change. And, you know, human beings, even those who say they love change, I guess there are some people who love change, but most of us don't like change. Well, no, let me, yeah. I love change as long as you're changing to accommodate me. Wonderful, I love it.